Oh, it is. Oh, it's time. Oh, I'm not P2A here. Oh, why is the gear's not working? Gear should have kicked in. Let me see why not. Oh, I think I know why. Close Team Labs. Alright, let's reopen it. I'll keep forgetting. I need to reopen it every single live stream. Alright, get the chat bot going. Alright, we're gonna see how we're gonna do here. Yes, your blood's boiling. I was working on something else, you fucking bitch. Shut the fuck up for a minute. Let daddy fucking work. All right, let's see what we got going. We need to find her some alcohol. That's the fuck we're gonna need to do. We need to find her some fucking alcohol. I'll put everything on vodka. Let's do this. Ooh, she nice. Vodka. Vodka, you might be replaced by Rudolph. All right, they're off to the races. Let's see if Vodka can make it. Ah, Vodka came into 6th place. All right, baby girl. Run, bitch, run! What the fuck? You allowed every single one of these. Oh no, hell no. You have failed me. You have failed me. You have fucking failed me. We need to place in the top 3 in the next race. This is not good. This is not fucking good. We have 8 turns. All right, you need more guts. Let's go. Let you rest. That's a day gone. Oh, she got pregnant. Well, that happens. Go do some recreation. All right, you're a good runner, but we might be having some issues here. We're gonna see. All right, a lot of them do seem like they're bad. Okay, let's go for this. Yeah, I can get more waifu horse for waifus, but I'm only like this one. Go. All right, vodka. Do it for daddy. I got fucking $3 grand right on this race. Let's go.
これは正解でしょうか。
桜爆信号、彼女の客室には合っていますね。
I can actually add the UI. Okay. Alright, this is where you gotta come in. Oh? I'll take it. I'll take it. Bitch gone first. I'll take it. I think I'm starting to see the appeal to this shit. Oh, it's made a lot in Japan. What is it with the dubstep? What the fuck? Holy shit, that was a fucking concert. All right, let's see what we get going.
快速自慢が集う。今スタートが切られました。各馬娘揃って綺麗なスタートを切りました。
これは位置取りが熾烈になりそうですね。
先行争いはマルゼンスキー、ウォッカ、7番期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気オグリーキャップ。先頭集団を見ていきましょう。さあ激しい先行争いで前に出たのはウォッカ、マルゼンスキー。早くも激しい競り合い。大けやきを越え4コーナーへ。互いに足を溜めている展開。これは直線勝負になるか。オグリーキャップ外で足を溜めています。ウォッカ鼻を進む。さあ外から先頭を伺うのは7番最終コーナーを曲がって先頭を切ったのはウォッカ。粘る方向までの状態。ウォッカリードを
It's a straightaway. Yeah, we got first place again. All right, we gotta place number 1 in the next one. We have 8 turns. We have to fucking really boost this fucking bitch up.
飯も食ったし。行くぜ。最近ぼーっとすんだよな。潮風浴びてくっか。ビシバシ頼むぜ。任せろ。最近ぼーっとすんだよな。潮風浴びてくっか。ビシバシ頼むぜ。慣れ合うわけじゃないから。
I'm not gonna try to push her too hard. All right, she's in a great mood. All right, let's go.
ちょっと厳しいメンバーですが、健闘を期待したいですね。花を切って冷静にレースを。
Let's do it.
行くぜ。
All right. She's feeling like shit. She's feeling good.
私が一番期待している馬娘、気合い入れてほしいですね。
各馬娘ゲートに入って体勢整いました。さあゲートを開いた。各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。
みんな集中してましたね。好レースが期待できそうです。
先行争いはウォッカ18番マヤのトップガン。期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気ダイワスターレット。ウォッカ快調に飛ばしていきます。先頭集団を見ていきましょう。さあ花に立ったのはウォッカ。このままリードすることができるか。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは4番向こう上面に入って先頭からしんがりまでおよそ13馬身。さあ激しい先行争いで前に出たのはウォッカマヤのトップガン。並んできたマヤのトップガン。ウォッカ2人の競り合いは続いている。
ハイペースで流れる展開もありえますね。
現在1番手はウォッカ続きました。マヤのトップガン1馬身差。18番4番4番手1馬身離れて2番ダイワスターレットこの位置につけています。内から 少し離れてオグリキャップ大欅を越え4コーナーへまだ先頭は動かないこれは直線勝負になるかまだ
Oh, that's too much of a fucking gap. This is cheating. She's fucking small. You fucking failed me. Why the fuck did you use it then? Why the fuck did you use it at the last fucking second? Don't you fucking fail me like this. That was on your dumbass. You're like, oh, let me use it in the last fucking, very last fucking second. Why the fuck you're in 13th place here? All right, let's go in the race. Oh, come on.
聞いた話を思い出したら顔が熱く。さあ、綾野のやつ。
Alright, let's go scout. Okay. Cthulhu Crisis 420. Not sure, but okay.
レースにエントリーするの？正々堂々爆心しましょう。いくよー。みんなすごかったね。いくわよ。そんな、なんでゴルシ様についてきない？学級委員長に続け固まるです。いくぜ。よっしゃー。ハイスコア更新だって。
Alrighty.
おうウォッカだ。ダイワスカーレット行くわよ。レースにエントリー。デイリーレースに必要なチケットは、ムーンライトショーではマニーをたおうウォッカだ。
注目の一番人気16番ウォッカ。
Get these fucking races out the way.
いくぜ。
晴れ渡る空。スタート。各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。
みんな集中してましたね。好レースが来た。
Huh.
第4コーナーカーブ。
ここから
I don't think Vodka had a problem with this race.
成功まで400。最終コーナーを曲がって最初に立ち上がる。
Bitch learned to run.
俺の勝ちだな。ムーンライトショーではマニーをたくさん獲得できますよ。おうウォッカだ。4番人気1番。
Ah, don't worry about being awful. You're good.
いくぜ。
晴れ渡る空のスタートです。12番飛び出していった第4コーナーを。
次の1着はこ
Yeah, second place is fucking good enough. You're gonna have an off day anyway.
ムーンライトショーではマニーをたくさん獲得できますよ。じろじろみんな。あと間違っても言うんじゃねえぞ。かわいいとかい
I didn't say you were cute.
確認を忘れずにな。レースにエントリーするの？世界最強にして最速エルコンドルパサー。おう、ウォッカだ。
14番人気12番ウォッカ。
レースに気持ちが
Why the fuck you feel awful? You got this shit. Just run.
行くぜ。
晴れ渡る空。今スタートが切られました。各馬も大欅を越え4コーナーへ。
ダサすぎだろ俺。世界最強にして最速。ブライアン先輩、達成。確認を忘れずにな。
Yep, horse.
こちらはイベント期間限定のミッションです。達成目指して頑張りましょう。
Okay.
イベントやってるぜ。どんな奴らより
I'm going to use the restroom here in a minute. うん。They actually make it to where I could just do the concert. Be right back. Let me use the restroom.
決めた覚悟は手放さない
I think I'm going to be honest. I think I see the appeal to this shit. I think I finally see the appeal to this. You make these bitches run in a fucking circle. You make them hate each other. And then after the fucking shit's done, you make them sing and dance. I'm not gonna lie, I think this got better animation than Weldon Waves and ZZZ combined. This actually might be better than Weldon Waves and Zenless Zone Zero all together in one fucking go. Bro, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something very carefully. There's something I've learned about women. There's no such thing as women having friends. There's no such thing as friendship with women. They may act like friends, but they're vindictive to one another so hard. These three bitches that are singing right now on the top of the stage with all the backup dancers, these three hate each other with a passion. They're just doing it for a paycheck. What is this game? This game is about fucking horse pussy. It's about training your horses. And if they don't do their job, send them to the glue factory. I can't raise your potential. No. So wait, if I do this all over again, the career, does it fucking make it to where I have to start all the way from the beginning? No, she's in F's. Right. Okay, so.
飯も食っ任せろ。最近ぼーっとすんだ。くっそー、力入んねえ。ああ、行こうぜ。トレーニング。くっそー。生半可な指示。よし、来た。
Alrighty. Keep pushing this.
行くぜ。最近ぼーっとすんだよな。くっそー、任せろ。最近ぼーっとすんだよな。待ちくたびれたぜ。よし、来た。足が軽い。
She's basically my little Deku. I'm fucking goddamn All Might. I'm training this.
ここは負けられない。
Alright, we're not even gonna bother. You just going straight to the fucking front. Fuck them.
実力は完全に上
You got this shit.
行くぜ。曇り空の下。絶好の勝ち。俺の勝ちだな。
Knew it. We can't lose the first race. It's impossible to lose the first race.
早く始めよ。よし、来た。飯も食ったし。行くぜ。最近ぼーっとすんだ。ああ、体が重て。ああ、行こうぜ。くっそー。ああ、行こうぜ。いつも通り。任せろ。よっ。よし、来た。注目の一番人気4番ウォッカ。
パドックでも注目を集める素晴らしい
Alright, let's see what we got going here.
行くぜ。
上空にははい12番真っ先に飛び出した大欅を越え4コーナーへ。まだ先頭は
俺の勝ちだな。
Good, she made the first place. Okay, you definitely need a rest.
飯も食ったし勉強かビシッと調整も足がか
All right, let's get this going. Wait, Santona's using a cheat? What? I have to look at that in a little bit. I gotta put you in recreation. If I don't, you're gonna fucking be bad. You're gonna be in a bad mood. I don't want you in a bad mood. I need you in a normal mood. That shit was fucking rigged and we know it. Apparently, I gotta look at something here.
ライバルたちは強力ですが、構想を期待したいですね。芝のコースで力を十分発揮できそうですね。
230. $235. Might as well put you in front. Yeah, coming to second's not bad. Hey, you're still feeling bad, but doesn't matter. I want to go see this shit here in a minute. Alrighty. Second place, not bad. If you were in a good one, you'd probably been in first place. All right, we're gonna do you recreation for a little bit. All right, get this race going. Let's try again. Let's try again. Let's see if RNG gods are going to help out.
な集中してましたね。好レースが期待できそうです。
先行争い期待通りの結果を出せるか。一番人気 AM ダサすぎだろ。
Nope. I ain't giving up.
13番ウォッカ
Let's change it to here.
厳しいメンバーですが健闘を期待したいです。
いくぜ。すべてスタートです。18番、これは素晴らしいスタートです。大欅を越え4コーナーへ。この得点で勝負。ダサすぎだろ。
Oh my god, we're failing this shit.
8番人気1番ウォッカ。
ちょっと厳しいメンバーですが健闘を期待したいですね。
We gotta watch a video here in a second. Let's see what's going on. Oh, she needs more guts then. All right, time to switch to ZZZ. I bet I collect this.
確認を忘れずにな。こちらはイベント期間限定のミッションです。達成目指して頑張りましょう。
Why is this shining?
おめでとうございます。メーカーイベントやってるぜ。寮の食堂のお気に入りメニューもうできちゃった。
Evers. Alt F4. Alrighty. That is done. Alright, what this shit is, I gotta watch here. it is a cheat, but I mean, there's not a damn thing that could be done with that, to be perfectly honest. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like, I'll show y'all the clip real quick. So, apparently, right here, St. Tonas does this, and he's pausing. He's basically going into the menu section, which is just doing more damage over time. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The devs left it. It's a bug. It's a glitch. That is straight up like 100%. Like, that's a game bug fucking shit. That's not like. That's not like a reportable offense. I'm going to put it like this. That is a reportable offense to be like, hey, Curl, fix your shit. There's a bug in the game that allows me to fucking pause, the freeze time, basically, to do more damage. I mean, he's exploiting it, but still. I'm gonna be the type of person here that's going to say, like, Kuro is the one that needs to fix the shit, so it can't be exploited. Simple as that. That's not something that I particularly would go out of my way to be like, St. Tonas exploited a bug. Oh no. That's more the situation where I'd be like, hey, Kuro, someone's exploiting the game because your spaghetti code here is kind of fucked. Go fix your spaghetti code. Dude, it's like when he complained about fucking Brent shit in the past with the wire or whatever. Oh, they took this out. Brent is now unplayable, and I fucking played Brent with no fucking problems in this trial and shit. To fucking make a point that, dude, just because Kuro took this shit out does not mean shit. Just because they took away some Spider-Man fucking bullshit does not mean shit. And you know what's fucking hilarious? All the popularity for the character Brent just died off like as soon as the character came in. Yo, Drax. Not much. Having a chill night, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm fucking doing. I'm having a chill night. I see you're trying to get into the dramas of St. Tonas really hard, bro. Not gonna lie, I don't know what kind of fucking energy drinks you drank when you made that fucking video, bro. All I knew is you were gonna bring Pika Combat into it in some way, shape, form, and I fucking called it. Well, in some cases, let me put it this way. I don't think any gacha game is predatorial. It's only predatorial if you spend money and you allow it to be predatorial. Otherwise, if you're free to play, for example, I don't think there's anything predatory about any gacha game. That's the honest truth. Because every gacha game in some way, shape, form is predatorial, but it's only predatorial if you spend money. I have yet to see any fucking game in the gacha market, especially. I have yet to see any game where you are required to spend money. The only thing money does is just allows you to fucking get through things easier, quicker. It's not like I need to spend money, otherwise I can't complete this level. And it's impossible. Because every single person that I have seen play gacha games that are free to play in a sense has found a way through different mechanics, whatever, to get through shit. It's just your time, your dedication, and how do you basically want to play it, how you're going to get through it. Like, I don't see like Genshin Impact or fucking Honkai Star Rail actually saying that you need to spend money to be able to complete this shit in order to get to the next part. You need to buy this in particular to do this. That it just offers money and says this is an option. The option is that you can get through it a little bit quicker if you spend some fucking hard-earned cash. Like, that's the absolute fucking truth of it. Like, I'm not afraid to call that one out with St. Tonus. I mean, dude wants to make it seem like every game's fucking predatorial, but not fucking weathering waves. I mean, come the fuck on. You tell me. A situation where I have to spend money in even Honkai Star Rail to complete something. I mean, you try to make it sound like with ZZZ with the miasma shield, did you have to get Yijon here in order for the purpose of fucking actually beating the miasma shield mechanic? And fucking several fucking people has proven that shit wrong. But then again, this is a guy who thinks that HP inflation is a problem and fights a fucking boss that has less HP. You know, the original HP was 18 million last fucking reset in Shiyu Defense, and then it's 15 million. So apparently, you know, it's tankier than it was last time. A man that doesn't fucking fact check his shit. A man that I know watches my fucking streams or my fucking videos at least, because trying to denounce fucking like shit like fucking app magic and shit that I talked about. I make a fucking goddamn informational video on that shit, and I talk about it on the live stream, and I explain about the difference between performance and gross, and then we gotta fucking shut that shit down because, oh, people are gonna mention this, and I gotta fucking mention it. Oh, it's looking bad for ZZZ. I mean, ZZZ is looking perfectly good to me. It's a little bit of a dry spell. Everybody's waiting for the fucking 15th right now. Shit, I'm even debating about taking the day off of the 15th just for the fucking update from work. I spent the entire day playing it. He might be too scared. He might not be too scared. He might be just a guy who's just sitting there. But I mean, I've challenged him enough times to where if he wants to get a debate, the door's open. This is like Ethan Klein versus Hassan here, man. This is like, yo, I'm ready for that debate. Like, dude could fucking straight up fucking right now come into my fucking stream and say, tomorrow at said time here, get your ass ready. Let's get into a debate, and I'll be like, sure. Prove me wrong. Let's go. I would call out of work, and I would be here ready for him. I wouldn't even live stream. I would just be on his stream. And not only would I debate him, I would debate his chat. Oh wait, no, that would be. We see that's a problem there. We can't do that now, can we? Because then, you know, I might actually make people think. I ain't scared. Dude's already losing credibility. Dude, go look it up on Twitter. Like, compared to what it was like last year to now, there is more and more people that is just like, yo, don't bother with Saint. Saint is just a fucking goddamn fucking person that provides information that is bullshit. Like, even the fucking people on Twitter are waking up to it. I've had some people show me a lot of different fucking postings. And then if you go search, you know, St. Tonus on there, it's like, oh god, there's so many fucking people. It's like, look, the Weather Waves community does not accept fucking St. Tonus. We do not consider him one of us. I laughed my ass off when I saw that fucking post on Twitter. They're like, we do not consider him one of us. I wonder why ZZ can have different sets of bodies, but HSR and Genshin shares. Because the devs actually on ZZ want to make the characters unique. Like, one thing that you gotta realize in a sense, like in terms of HSR and in Genshin, they made all their fucking money pretty much, right? They've made all the fucking money that they need to make. They're shortchanging their updates. They really are. It's fast as fuck. ZZZ, each character model is pretty much unique. Like, I was looking at that the other day, actually, what you're talking about. Like, I was looking at the character models in ZZZ. And I was like, I was actually surprised. Like, eye distances are different. Fucking nose are different and such. It's not just like they took, like, a base model and created, you know, Grace and Eugene right here are basically the same exact model. No, there's actually some differences in the model. It's actually kind of unique. Whereas, yeah, like Genshin or something, it's like they're actually stealing from the other ones. Like, oh, let's take Diluc's fucking body, put it over here. We're gonna put some hair on it and call it a new character.
Soar with the wind.
Man, why am I tired? I slept all day, man. Again, that's also, in my personal opinion, that's also what I would consider more or less, in general, passion. Like, the ZZ devs, they're taking their time, they're doing things, and they're passionate about what they're doing. They're not just throwing it out there. Some people think, like, you know, like the Rupture agents here, right? Oh, fucking ZZ devs, they thought about that like last month and threw it in the game just like now. I guarantee you this was already thought of 6 months in advance. Like, the devs aren't just, you know, willy-nilly just throwing shit in here just to throw shit in here. They're particularly actually trying to get feedback and, in general, just, you know, work with people to figure out what's the best thing to do. I think like I said, I think the devs are doing perfectly fine. Do we have fucking 48 black screens and shit like that? Yeah. But the devs are working on that. I know they are. I mean, even if you look at Kuro, like the models themselves, this is the one thing I give ZZZ like 100% over any gacha. Even Weather and Waves. ZZZ's animations are so fucking clean. Their characters are so unique and they're so clean. And if you really look at something like Weather and Waves, Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, while it's nice to look at, it's bro, you can take Chang Li as character model and probably overlace it on another fucking character model and pretty much, you know, base model is exactly the same between two fucking women. Jian's base model and Zhang Li Yao's base model are basically the fucking same. So is fucking Calchero. It's just that it was lifted and it was lowered and it's pretty much the same base model. I mean, like, look, I'll say it like this. I offer the same Tomatis any fucking time he wants. Let's go. However he wants to do the platform. Let's do it. One debate. We can talk about whatever he wants. We could talk about ZZZ versus Weathered Waves. We could talk about Weathered Waves. We could talk about app magic. We could talk about gotcha fucking revenue. We could talk about whatever it is, and I guarantee you that I will be correcting him in his own fucking goddamn conversation to be like, okay, well, hey, Saint, buddy, stop for a second here. Do you mean to say that ZZZ is easier, not about HP inflation? Like, I'll even try to help him with his own arguments. I'll help him. Because apparently the man can't even argue properly. I'll help him. I don't mind doing that. Because, like I said, like the age of Miyabi. Dude, I'm sorry. That was the dumbest fucking thing that he has even tried pushing. It's like, you could clearly see that he does not know how to fucking debate. He does not know how to argue. He had a perfect fucking argument that could have been so hard to debunk, but he really wants to fucking focus on HP inflation instead of giving up HP inflation. Like, I'll be like, dude, just like I said before, like, dude, just give up the HP inflation fucking bullshit. Let them fucking say all they want about, you know, HP, you know, they got mechanics around HP inflation. Just leave that be and talk about how easy the game is versus thing. Like, because basically all you did was prove that with your Miyabi going against an ice resistant enemy, you got a good time. Like, you got a good fucking time. And you're arguing about HP inflation instead of arguing about, like, bro, my Miyabi blew through this shit. That just means that all these resistances and everything else, it's like it's like what you always consider weather waves. It's too damn easy. Attack the quote unquote elitists where it fucking hurts at. Attack their pride, not the mechanics. And that's something that, like, he has not realized how to do yet. The problem is that he's not familiar enough with ZZZ, Honkai Star Rail. He might be familiar enough with Genshin. That I'll probably get, but with Honkai Star Rail and ZZ in particular, he's not familiar enough to understand how to debate it. I could fight ZZZ against Weather and Waves. I could fight Weather Waves against ZZZ. It's not fucking hard. I could fucking sit here and I could defend the fucking shit out of Woo-Woo. It's not fucking hard. Again, straight up, I could go ahead and I could say that, you know, while Weather and Waves is a casual based game, that it is easier to fucking play. I'll give you that, ZZZ people. And you're claiming here that I really need to understand, you know, mechanics in order to get through something. Well, let me go to Shiyu Defense, let me go to Deadly Assault, and let me go with, you know, a half a fucking brain, and let me go through it. And I guarantee you I can still fucking clear it with a unconventional fucking team of any sort and still collect my fucking rewards at the end of the day. I could argue both games have their pros and both games have their cons. I can ask you, what's the fucking point of having all of these fucking places like Lumia Square here? Well, why the fuck do you have an area where you could go explore at but do absolutely nothing in? Like, what's the purpose of going exploring this? Your critical point in the game is combat, but yet the devs want to fucking add fucking an exploration level. For what purpose? What purpose are you gonna do here? This is useless. Exploration in ZZZ is completely useless. Just give us the fucking key areas that we fucking need to go to, like Scott's, like the Scott Outpost, the HIA Club, and our video store, pretty much, and throw everything else out the window and focus on something else. like I said, there is so many other things that you could debate, that you could argue between Wuthering Waves and ZZZ, that his chosen argument right now is absolutely the dumbest argument that he's trying to push. He has it, like, the thing with St. Tontus is that he does have things that he could legitimately argue against that would make the typical, I would think, would make the typical ZZ player have to grunly agree. They don't want to fucking agree, but you would have to they would have to grunly agree if you would use certain things that are the cons in ZZZ that they agree with and bolster that. And he had the very best argument, and he just let it slip out of his hands. Now he's trying to bring up like Twitch numbers, revenue shit, all this other stuff to try to make it seem like ZZZ is doing bad and all this other shit when it's not even the fucking case. You could totally, like, that is childish arguments. That's like going ahead and saying that the community theorizes that FOXSOL is gay. I mean, it's a childish fucking argument. Stop being childish. Be a fucking adult. I mean, come on. You're, for what people are saying, you're fucking 19 years old. I mean, I thought he was older than that, but apparently he's fucking 19 years old. He's a fucking little goddamn sperm in a bucket. I mean, when St. Thomas grows up and he gets, you know, older, and he gets out of those fucking teen years, those 20 years, and he's old enough to fucking drink alcohol. Yeah, I'm pretty sure by that fucking time, maybe then he'll realize that, oh man, I was so stupid when I argued about this shit. I should have did this. I'm willing to help him write his fucking arguments. Yeah, he's about your age. That's what the people were saying, that they got his age, that he said his age on stream one time and he said he was 19. I don't think he's 19. He looks more like he's like 25 to me, and that's still young. That's still very young. That's not like a 30-year-old man. That's not a person who's, dude, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think he's got his dick wet. That's a fucking virgin. I'm gonna be honest. Bro is a child. He's a teenager. And sooner or later, he's gonna grow up. And hopefully by the time he actually grows up, he'll learn to actually present proper arguments. Pull it for let's see, 2.1 that's Yuzuha. I'll pull it for that, and I'll pull it for Miyabi's weapon. Then I pulled for Alice and Yanagi and both their weapons. I just want Miyabi's fucking signature W engine, so when the time comes, that's what I'm really going for. But right now I got a guaranteed Yuzuha unless somehow fucking monochromes appear on this fucking account. I am guaranteed to get a Yuzuha because we lost a 50. I lost a 50-50 and we're on a guarantee now. So I'll put it onto Yuzuha. The issue I take with him using the glitch that gives him more damage is that he complains about non-existent issues in other games. Meanwhile, in his game, he needs a glitch to actually clear. Yeah. I mean, I don't need a glitch to clear that shit. That's whimpering waves. I don't need to. But, I mean... let me put it like this. It's just like I said before with St. Tonus versus HP inflation. There's some arguments, right, that you could just let go. Pick your battles. In that case, regards with the glitch, I don't see it being that big of a deal. Honest to God, let him have it. Let him have it. I don't care. Let him have it. Because more particular argument wise that I want to have is about top grossing. I want to discuss more about, you know, the differences in games. I think, like, let me put it like this. Him using a glitch to clear something, or him basically insinuating someone's a pedophile, I think him insinuating someone's a pedophile is a bigger crime and more substantial to discuss than him fucking using a glitch that clearly the devs did not know existed and he's exploiting it. And that, in all honesty, that's a report to the devs and the feedback thing saying, hey, look, you're allowed to do this shit and y'all need to fix it. And have the devs fix that shit. So that way he can't do it no more. Like, it sucks, but that's where, like, in the world, you have to pick and choose your battles. That's not a battle I would care about. I mean, look, I understand maybe for you it's a big deal, you know, because you try to, you know, play the higher. A lot of people are going to do that. Okay, Saitonis is not the first person, and it's not going to be the last person that, in regards, acts this way. I think, you know, just being truthful, just being honest, that right there, there's going to be a lot more people that's going to be like him. That even if it wasn't St. Tonus, you're going to have other people who's going to push that narrative. Regardless. Okay? To me, there, like I said, there's other things that he has made statements about that I think it's bigger. I think it's bigger issues that this one right here, there's a little, in my personal opinion, like, don't get upset with me on this, but this is just my personal opinion. Him exploiting a game, dude, I've exploited fucking shit. I've exploited Lords of the fucking Fallen. And when I exploited Lords of the Fallen, I exploited the shit out of the fucking goddamn Red Devil. and killed that motherfucker so many different fucking ways to where the fucking game devs had to fucking go ahead and fucking make that motherfucker invincible. Because I would make a fucking stream every update and say, oh, y'all patched this. And I found another, like, the first time I killed it with fall damage. I didn't even fucking fight him. I made the motherfucker fall off a ladder and die from fall damage. And be like, wow, this is such an evil, ugly monster. Ooh. And I was challenging the devs. And then the devs fucking made it to where he had no more fall damage. But they didn't make him fireproof. So I would just make him sit on fucking lava and he would die. Oh, the red devil can't cross lava. Otherwise he dies. Ooh. And then fucking devs fucking decided after that fucking stream, they fucking updated the game again to make it to where he couldn't die to lava. They got to the point to where I had a lot of people in the player base that got upset with me because I was using so many different cheese methods and I was sending this shit to the fucking devs as a fucking challenge, being like, yo, you fucked up. You fucked up. They made this motherfucker able to fucking teleport to you after the fact. They made this motherfucker like goddamn fucking mad. And I always made the statements like, dope, some dev is so fucking upset at me right now for fucking cheesing this shit that they want to fucking make this thing seem as scary as fucking possible. And I don't want to 1v1 this fucking thing. I can, but I don't want to. I just want to fucking fuck with the devs. I made them change that fucking red devil several fucking times. You can look at my fucking channel. You can see all the cheese methods that I have fucking done to this motherfucking red devil. And you can go play fucking Lords of the Fall and none of the cheese fucking works anymore. None of the exploits work anymore. To me, it's like, in any game, like I use exploits. I would probably use it in Whimper and Waste. Not a big deal. I don't see it being a big deal. I see that again being one of the situations where someone like, you know, Kuro Games needs to be aware of it to fix it. Take away the toy. We don't like him using the toy. Take away the toy. Simple as that. That to me is a piss in the bucket of an argument. Me, arguments that he has made about like ZZZ 2.0 as a failure of an update. And yet ZZZ 2.0 in terms of the June actual top grossing charts performed better than Weather and Waves. Meaning that the truth is that ZZZ legitimately beat 2.4 Weather and Waves in top grossing. It performed better. Not only did it perform better against Weather and Waves anniversary, against its anniversary, but it beat out its anniversary and it beat out 2.4 Weather and Waves. That is an argument that I think is more worth fucking talking about. That's something I feel like is needed to be brought up a little bit more in a situation over an exploit. Him calling Genozod basically implying that the guy is a pedophile. It's a little bit, in my personal case scenario, more of an issue to discuss. The man going ahead and claiming to take it, that he's got a person going to take an AR-15 to a public gathering is more of an issue to have a conversation about. This man who is claiming that ZZ 2.0 is a failure. This man who says that the ZZ devs at 2.1 gave up, but yet 2.1 has a lot more shit that's involved. It's going to be like the Weather Waves 2.4 update. It's going to be a lot bigger. That's more worth talking about. Like I said, I could debate him on fucking Woowa. I could debate him on ZZZ. I could debate him on any goddamn fucking thing if he fucking wants to do it. I've opened this challenge for over fucking 8 months now. Come at me, bro. Don't hide. You go and you debate everyone else there is. someone doesn't agree with you, you get into a call with them. You get into a fight with them. You apparently come out on top. I'm more than willing to do the same shit that they do. Because the difference is that I'm not going to allow you to go ahead and just basically wither me down and annoy me so much that I give up talking to you. I'm more than fucking interested in sitting there and talking. I love talking. I think that legitimately there's some good points that St. Tonos has brought up, but I think that there's counterpoints to a lot of it. And I'd love to have that conversation. I would love to see if the man can actually debate Weather and Waves against Weather and Waves without implementing anything about Genshin Impact. Like, explain to me why Weather and Waves is such a good game, why it has such a great balancing, why it is absolutely the echoes, everything. Explain to me everything without bringing anything about Genshin, because legitimately, like, I would end up telling, I don't know shit about Genshin. But I have played multiple other games in my lifetime. I've played multiple other action RPGs. And since Kuro Games likes to copy from different source materials, why is it not copying from these source materials and bettering itself here and there? Why is the ecosystem the way it is? How can you defend the ecosystem? Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, the ecosystem in WoW, I fucking despise it. That's why I got to the point where I don't give a fuck about what the fuck I roll anymore. When I play Weather and Waves, I got a new character. I don't give a fuck if it's got defense substats on it. I look at it, I said, it's better than nothing. All I care about is the main substats. And I've never had an issue once I got to the point where I don't give a fuck about substats. In WoW, I've never cared about substats. I just said, you know what? I'm good with all this. I'm just gonna roll 5 of them. I'm gonna roll 5 echoes, level them up to level 25, be done. And whatever rolls, it rolls. And then later on, I'll just go back. Oh, why are you scaring me? Sorry about that. My dog just scared the shit out of me. He woke up out of a fucking sleep and he goes, woo! Like I'll tell anybody, it's not fucking important right now for you to go ahead and have the best substats on your fucking Camellia. It's not a fucking big deal if you have the best substats on your fucking Gian. You'll get there eventually over time. Just get what you can get the best stats you can get, and go play the game. Sitting there, not playing fucking Gian, not playing the game, and bitching that you don't have the right substats. I mean, it's kind of a waste of time for me. Like, shit, a lot of y'all got a little upset with me in here, like when I fucking was being like, I'm good with these discs. Because I know that sooner or later I'm going to get those discs. It's just going to take a little bit of time. That's all it's going to be. It's going to take me a little bit of time to go farm it. The more I farm getting the disc and then going to the music shop and going to roll them, I would say that maybe in about a month time, I might be able to get some really good discs for certain characters. Now, grant you, I've been getting very fucking lucky on a lot of these discs with getting double crits and shit on it. It's been not bad at all. But in general, as long as the main 4 discs and the main 2 discs are what I want them to be, and as long as it's rolling at least somewhat decent, it doesn't have to be perfect, I'm good. The moment I'm gonna be pushing new discs and everything is the moment where I'm gonna have fucking issues and fucking collecting like Deadly Assault, because I need a little extra more oomph, a little extra more power. And I know that my Jufu over here, she don't have exactly every good substat. So I always got something to work on. But I am not going to do like I did with fucking Wuthering Waves. Oh, fuck no. I'm never doing that shit again like I did in Wuthering Waves. I spent a solid 2 weeks losing my fucking shit. Losing my fucking mind to get the best fucking echoes for Changli. I wanted all substats to be perfect. And I did it. All the resource grinding that I had spit into the game, all the shit that I've done, I finally did it. It was like somewhere like 2 or 3 weeks that it took me to get it. And I looked at everything and I was like, what was the point? What was the fucking point of me sitting here and doing all this shit? For the cost of me building one character to be perfect, I basically lost the ability to build 4 characters. I wanted to build one character perfect, which was Changli. And like I said, I lost the ability to build up an entire fucking team of other characters, because I was so hyper focused on one character and one character only. Now, after 1.2 came out and everything else, that wasn't a big deal no more. But in general, it's just like all my shell credit was gone, all my energy reserves are gone, everything that I have fucking grinded for an entire fucking 2 months is basically fucking gone for one character. So after that, every character after Changli has just been built with fucking 5 echoes, and every now and then I would go back and I would just slowly fix them up. If I rolled a new echo and it was good, hey, I swap it right then and there. All right, now you got a better echo. I didn't bother to fucking sit there and fucking lose my mind that I got defensive stats, I got HP stats, when it should be attack percentage, crit rate, crit damage, resident liberation, resident skill damage. Like I didn't care no more. I didn't give a fuck. And you know what? I had more fun doing it that way, because then that just meant to me that all my characters, in all honesty, have better opportunities, have future content to still continue working on. You should do research on how gacha live service games make money. I don't give a fuck about how they make money. Systems like that are used to increase playtime. Same with dailies to increase log time. They show that to sponsors. Yeah, they show the sponsors like, oh man, we got so many people playing on the game at one fucking time and shit. No, I completely understand that, but I'm just talking from personal fucking reference here. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Oh, it was fun. We played it earlier. Like, I gotta be honest with you. That's a game where I need fucking brain rot. Like, I just need brain rot. I just turn it off mainly to fucking win a race and get a concert. Like that's what that fucking game is. It's very appealing. Like, there's no doubt in my head right now, there is more fucking people playing Weathering Waves than ZZZ. There's no doubt in my fucking mind. But I can tell you that in the case scenario of like Guilty Gear Sign, Guilty Gear Revelator, and Rev 2 were games that was developed by Team Red from Arc System Works. Do you think those games had a buku amount of players playing them? Nope, they made their profit and they were good. They made a whole new system that, in all honesty, what Arc System Works wanted from the fucking system wasn't Guilty Gear. They want to sell the system, which they did to fucking Bandai, for example, for Dragon Ball FighterZ. The Guilty Gear engine is what they wanted. This developer team built the Guilty Gear engine to give it that fucking true cinematic look, which I will say this, Guilty Gear looks 10 times better still than something like ZZZ. ZZZ hasn't implemented the same bone structuring platform as what Guilty Gear Strive and has done. Guilty Gear will always look fucking, I will be biased as shit on that. Guilty Gear looks 100 times better to me than what ZZZ does, because they built that engine from the scratch. They wanted to make a true anime engine, and they did. But if you look at something like Guilty Gear and you try to fight that against something like Street Fighter, yeah, more people play fucking Street Fighter than they play fucking Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear is a fucking niche game. It doesn't mean that its performance was fucking bad. It just means that it has a dedicated fucking fan base. Now, in Strive, they changed shit in order to fucking increase that, but that was marketing and everything else. Guilty Gear was a game that never even did fucking marketing. This is what's so beautiful about fucking Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear XR Sign did no fucking marketing and still sold over 250,000 copies with no marketing. Just word of mouth. Because Daisuke was more of a person that was more interested in, like, hey, the way games are going to sell is if your friend likes something, he's going to tell you about it. That's how I'm going to sell the game. We don't need marketing. We need those players to be our marketing. And if they did a little bit of marketing, Guilty Gear probably would have actually sold more copies, to be completely honest. But if you compare Guilty Gear to fucking Street Fighter in terms of performance, and you're trying to say who sold more copies and shit, and that's what you're going to try to use for your data, that like, oh, because Street Fighter gets more sponsorships and stuff like this, then you're not understanding what the development cost of something was. You're not understanding what it is. Like, I'm telling you right now, the reason why ZZZ is in a good spot, it is a niche community. It is not based on a large community structure. Like, we went through the data yesterday. We went through the data that shows that Weathering Waves has more of a Western footprint than ZZZ does. More Western culture players play Weathering Waves over Zenless Zone Zero. That's undeniable. There's more people in the United Kingdom, more people in the United States, more people in Canada, more people in Germany and stuff like this that prefer playing Weathering Waves rather than ZZZ. That's just the truth of it. And that's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing in terms for something like Weathering Waves, because Weathering Waves will grow and it will become more of a competition to something that it's actually trying to be a competition to, which is fucking goddamn Genshin. I mean, we're already seeing that Genshin's kind of having some issues right now. We already looked at all those graphs. It's nothing really major, but there is some spikes that showcases that Genshin is kind of having some loss. And that's good news. That's good news for Weather Waves. Weather Waves is being a competition. But what I've seen with ZZZ's numbers and what I've seen with ZZ is the same thing like with Guilty Gear. They don't give a fuck. They're doing what they want to do. They're making a profit. I guarantee you the next fucking patch that comes out in fucking ZZZ ain't gonna cost fucking goddamn 500 USD. 500,000 USD. Okay? They're not paying their devs so fucking good that they're eating lobster every fucking night. As long as ZZZ is making the money it's making, it's a profit. It guarantees that their business model is working. It's not working in a global fashion, but it's working in the niche fashion, which means that its loyal fan base actually likes it enough that it's keeping it profitable. Meaning that the performance of it is doing really fucking well. It's like a fucking mom and pop shop versus a box store. Walmart makes $1 billion fucking dollars, but the mom and pop shop over here only makes fucking goddamn $30,000 a fucking month. You know what's fucking hilarious? The mom and pop shop, all their fucking bills is $10,000 a fucking month. They made a fucking goddamn $20,000 fucking profit. They're good. It ain't no fucking $1 billion, but it's still good. Means that their business is performing well. And that's something that I think that a few commentators don't quite understand what performance metrics actually fucking mean. There's a big difference between performance metrics and fucking top earnings and everything else. If ZZZ once a month hits top earning gross and Weather and Waves hits it 5 fucking times, does that honestly fucking mean that ZZZ is in a bad spot? Is that really what your debate is? Oh, so Weather and Waves makes an extra fucking $1 million over ZZZ. Does that really mean in the business schemes for someone like Hoyo that ZZZ is non-profitable, that ZZZ is trash, that we need to EOS fucking ZZZ? Is that really what some people actually fucking believe? Again, I pointed out like this to someone in the chat. How much is your monthly bills? Let's say your monthly bills is $1,500 a month. You need to make $1,500 a month to survive. To keep a roof over your head, your electricity up, your water, all this. $1,500 a month. But you go to work and you make a $4,000 a month. You make $4,000 a month, and all you gotta do is take $1,500 off of it. Wouldn't you say you're good? I mean, yeah, having more money is great, but still, as long as you're making at least $2,000 a month, and all your bills are $1,500, and you made a $500 profit, you're doing good. Give me 1 second. Trying to find something that I don't know what the fuck it's at. Oh, I gotta tear this room apart to find it before tomorrow. I don't know what the fuck I put my work badge at. What's up, yo? Oh, what's this? Apparently, I got a video here that someone wants me to watch. All right. Let's see. It's about St. Tonus, double standards. Let's see what it's all about.
Internet drama has to be one of the most generic content on YouTube, and it's definitely lucrative to make these types of content. They are just pretty much everywhere, so much so that I think it's engraved in our genetics to be drawn by the drama. I could imagine how cavemen are having fun discussing about how somebody is cheating his wife with a goat when he's not in the cave, and I think you probably experienced some gossip and rumors during the middle school. Even kids like it. And drama definitely exists in the gacha space. Tectone is definitely the most iconic one. Whether he admits it or not, he is always in the middle of the drama. Right in the middle of the eyes of Tornado. People are watching him for the drama. He was the biggest gacha drama content creator. But right now he has been shifting his content into the mainstream. Congrats on that if you're watching Tectone. As Tectone gradually stepping away from the gacha scene, we got a pretty good amount of channels that is about to take his place, and the more successful one is this Saint Twinter's channel. His whole channel is built upon shitting on Genshin, while glazing for Wuwa, and please, just because some people from Wuwa shitting on your favorite MiHoYo game, doesn't mean that they represent the whole community. While Saint Twinter's is doing really well on shitting on Genshin and the Honkai Star Rail, but every time when he posts videos to shit on Zenless Zone Zero, there would be about dozen if not hundreds of videos ganking up on him to prove him wrong, like the HP inflation and the miasma shield incident. He got backfired more than Johnny Somali getting knuckle sandwich in the Korean prison. Dude just keep getting clowned every time when he touch on Zenless Zone Zero. Dude just simply doesn't play the game enough to form form any opinion that could hold water. And it also has to do with the way he approached the content. Dude just simply came out with a conclusion first before he looked into what actually happened. Like, Miasma Shield actually brings back a lot of mechanics that weren't that impactful, like dodge counter and the defensive assist, which is parry. And some doesn't even notice the shield and clear the boss. So his content does feels like he's just niche picking on the game that he doesn't like. And most of them are the problems that most of the gacha game has, from monetization to skin, dry patch to minigames. But when the same thing happened in the WUWA, then everything is good for Saint. And I think a lot of people could see through that double standard, and they're definitely getting sick of it. Basically, any change, any update, anything that happened in Zenless Zone Zero or any MiHoYo game that he doesn't like, they are all bad for Saint. He's like alien conspiracists. When they see anything that they couldn't understand, they would say it must be alien. Just like every time when he said the game must be bad. Oh, it's Pyramid. People from the ancient time are dumb and stupid. There's no way that they could build things like that. It must be alien. Why does microwaves doesn't heat the food, it heat the plate? It must be alien. And why do I lose 50-50 for 5th time in a row with hard pity? It must be alien! So that's why he kept getting things wrong in Zenless Zone Zero, because of the bias like this, and it's called the confirmation bias. But does it mean that he's dumb, stupid, and retarded? Definitely not. And it's the other way around. I think he's definitely on the smarter side, cause he know exactly what his audience want. Basically, his audience just wanna find something to get angry with. I believe that it's possible that lots of them doesn't even play Genshin and hate on Genshin. They just wanna get mad and vibe along with the video like this, so that they could enjoy this cheap power tripping in the cyberspace by being judgmental to the group of people that they don't like. He got a lot of audience like that when he talks about Genshin, and at this point the fact and truth doesn't even matter. It's the narrative that fit their belief, the belief that justify them to get mad at things on the internet. But he failed to find audience like that in Zenless Zone Zero, and the game is still fresh and new and people are still liking it. I know that the title said they need to stop, but this actually mean nothing, cause they would probably keep doing the same types of content. I wouldn't be surprised if he keep doing this types of content for the next 4 years, probably on the other game. And these types of controversial content would probably be thriving even after like 1,000 years later. Controversy topics has always been the subject that would get a lot of attention, even with the most trivial thing. But I would like to talk about the subjects that this drama channel brings up a lot. The first thing I want to talk about is the ideas of talking down on other game in general, or the term scoping. They use the term as if like the game is bad but you keep playing it, haha. Like, come on, do you even know the word preference? And why are there so many different genres of music? Because people simply like different things. Just because a game is not enjoyable to you doesn't mean that it's not enjoyable to other people. And I think Tectone was doing this a lot. Even though he did say you could enjoy the Genshin for being nostalgic, and then he proceeded to keep shit talking about the Genshin as if the game is inferior. I mean, like, yeah, the game is old. It may not have the most impressive gameplay and animation like what WUWA is right now, but there's absolutely nothing wrong enjoying it. And I think people enjoying it like the way that some people would enjoy the CSGO, enjoy the Minecraft, enjoy the GTA 5, or even like Fortnite, because those are like gigantic game with a lot of player that was released at the right time. And there's absolutely nothing wrong enjoying them as your comfort game, because not everyone want to play the new game all the time. And I'm not just talking about Tectone, and I'm talking about a lot of content creators that is doing this on contributing this kind of narration in the space. But I don't think that he's actually talking to the people who genuinely enjoying the Genshin, but it's because the Genshin is a really huge community, and pretty much any game with large amount of population would be able to form the toxic part of the community. because you don't need a huge portion of the population who plays the game to form a toxic part of the community. I think he's talking about those who came to his stream and actively attacking him, and he's just saying those things to piss them off. I mean, it's understandable reason, but he swing back way too hard that it hits somebody that he doesn't meant to hit. And it's even more so for people like Saint Tontas who actively attacking Hoyo games. It's not about the critique itself, but it's the double standard that makes his channel so obnoxious, which is also why his channel found his success, because as I said before, there are audience who like this. I think there are like some control freak women, when they see their man sitting on the couch looking comfortable and enjoying himself, she got mad with it. And that's the same energy I got from these haters and a channel like this. They just couldn't stand seeing you enjoying yourself with the game that they don't like. And it's not even about them trying to be right. It's about power tripping that their game is better than your game. Like, come on, if you don't like a game, you just play other game. It's not that complicated. Or the game that you once loved, you start hating it. I don't know why, but you could have just living it for a while before you hate it, and then come back when you feels like it and decide whether you're gonna leave it or not, cause your progression and the money that you spend are still in the account. And again, if you enjoy the game, then the experience is real, and it doesn't matter if other people think it's bad. In fact, I have also spent a month playing Wuwa, and I got back to play Genshin, but I could recognize that it's a good game that doesn't fit my preference. And the other subject that brings up a lot is if the endgame content is messed up, then the game is ruined. Like every time when there are like some change on difficulties on these gacha game, these content creators would be the first who sound the alarm with all the doom posting and all the YouTube thumbnail like that, and all the clickbaity YouTube thumbnail. Like endgame content only took part like 10 to 15% of the game. I mean, if the game is bad, it's not enjoyable, then there would be no reason to play their endgame content. I don't really think that endgame content play a huge role in gacha game, yet people try to bring it up all the time. While these endgame content, especially in the MiHoYo endgame, they do give out reasonable amounts of reward, and you would only lose less than one pool if you couldn't clear the last stage of the endgame content, whether it's GU Defense, Spiral Abyss, or the Memory of Chaos. It's never about getting the reward. It's always about losing the status of being the cool kid who could clear the endgame. So it's all about your ego. And game dev is definitely monetizing out of people who couldn't control their ego. And my take is, whenever you see the endgame content that is designed to be unreasonably hard, you just don't respect the game design and don't do it. It's as simple as that, like the Stygian Onslaught in Genshin. But I think to get all the Primogerm from this mode, it's actually reasonably hard. I personally cleared the Menace mode. It is one difficulties above the one that got you all the Primogerm, and I can't clear the difficulties after that. And instead of getting angry about it, what's in my mind was like, oh, this is the content for the whale, or those who are like really good at the game, but I just got all my Primogerm. I think I would just move on. I mean, like in the end, the game is all about having fun with it. I have never really hated the game. If I got bored of it, I would have just walked away and play other game. I don't keep playing it until I hated it. And yeah, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and sub, and see ya guys.
I mean, I think that's base. I think that's actually the most truthful statement there is.
We just had a pretty banger stream for version 2.
Like EO, but I'm not watching. No, I think that honestly, that right there from Ryosuke, posted about an hour ago. I agree with it. The problem is that Zaytonis is, to me, is the issue is that, again, I think he, like he said, I think Zaytonis is very smart in the way he's handling things. I think he is doing this shit on purpose, but at the same point in time, the dude is just a little pit bull. It's a little chihuahua that is basically biting the shit out of a pit bull. And then when he gets bit back, he plays a victim. It's the double standard. It just really, really some of the dumbest shit. And then when someone wants to engage in this type of conversation, he doesn't want to actually have it. But I'm thinking that, like, I'm thinking that pretty much soon. Yeah, 9.81. We ain't getting nowhere. I think pretty soon that it is going to be more or less where St. Tonis is going to end up crashing. I've stated this before, and this is what I really think is going to end up happening. St. Tonis is going to end up having a career that's going to be like Casey Tron. You're conforming to the haters, the haters. And then sooner or later, the haters are just going to leave. They're gonna get bored. Right now, St. Tonis, let's put it this way. Reason why he's not attacking Genshin anymore, in a sense, like why he's not really pushing against Genshin like he used to, is for the same reason. It's because pretty much Genshin did give them the fight, and then Genshin left. Honkai Star Rail, they gave him a fight, they left. ZZZ is given a fight, but ZZ is going to leave and they're going to ignore it. Like, he's got to keep finding something else to attack to maintain his channel. Like, look, I'm farming drama right now, right? I'm a drama farmer. Way I see it though is that I like talking about the drama because it is actually sometimes it is actually interesting conversations. Like listening to St. Tonis say that ZZZ 2.1 or 2.0 was a complete fucking failure. Some people actually do believe that. Well, let's discuss it. Let's actually discuss the failure. What was a failure in it? Let's discuss, you know, what is going on with the top grossing charts. Let's actually break down things. Let's see how bad things are. Let's see how good things are. Let's see in general just where things are at. And with that being stated and with that being done, we can see that in a lot of cases, you know, we find out there's different information that we're finding and we're discussing it. I mean, look at the graph. Like you said, HP inflation exists. That's a big conversation that still goes on to this day. But at the same point in time, with the quote-unquote HP inflation, we know that there's mechanics in ZZZ. I didn't know there was mechanics when I first played ZZZ, but there's mechanics in ZZZ that's in place to make it to where that HP inflation really isn't a big deal. It just extends the fight a little bit. And you know what? With new units being released and older units getting buffed and different things, they're trying to find a balance. So sometimes, yeah, we're going to lift this boss up, its health value up a little bit more than we did before. Maybe by another million or something. We might lower the fucking part here because we're trying to adjust the challenge levels. So that way, at least in some case scenario, the devs are trying to make sure that it doesn't always feel the same. And I actually appreciate that. I didn't play TOF. Well, no, I can't say I did play TOF for like 30 minutes and I got bored with it. And I never continued it. What time is it? It It is 11 o'clock at night. So, I know today wasn't a good day for streaming. I'll be completely honest. I got something I got to do before tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I would be continuing live streaming. But I got something that's a little bit more important that I got to deal with. That is deals with real life. So I'm gonna call it for now and go handle what I gotta go handle. So I will chat back with you guys later because this is on my mind right now and this is kind of worrisome. But I gotta go find my work badge. I don't know where the fuck I left it at. So, hey, if I find it within the next 5 minutes, I might come back on live stream. I don't know. But in case I don't, have a good night.